What's up, guys? It's Ricardo, junkguysdfw.net, and I want to talk about how to properly price a hoarding job, and then I'm going to show you a job that we actually missed. You know, a lot of people know that I'm really pretty good at giving an estimate at a hoarding job, but we just missed one that was pretty big. There are so many things that are going to decide what you price a job at, okay? There's deterioration of jobs and or hoarding situations that you can really just take an aim and get an accurate number for what it's going to cost. Okay, there's kind of stages that I look at when I see a hoarding job. One of the first stages is how much clutter is there in the house? Am I able to walk into one room or walk into the restroom? How much clutter am I going to have to move to just get into the house? Now that is really, really important because it's also going to slow you down when you actually have to do the junk removal. And how many people are you going to actually take in there? Are you going to be having one person just start hauling everything out? So the clutter is going to be a huge part of what you're going to estimate, okay? Second thing is it deteriorating trash? Is it, you know, is the trash old or is it new? Was this a clean hoarder or a dirty hoarder? Now, there's a big difference. A clean hoarder, I've done plenty of times. A clean hoarder is just a person that grabs regular trash and just tosses like empty bottles, empty Coke cans, you know, plates of food that are empty and just toss them on the ground, and then it starts, you know, accumulating. Or is it a dirty hoarder? A dirty hoarder is a person that will leave half a sandwich and just toss it in the ground and let rats come and get it, or take a shit on the ground. There's a big difference between it's deteriorating hygiene in a customer's hoarder house. Okay, so is it a clean hoarder or a dirty hoarder? That counts for a lot because I'm going to tell you, there are so many small things such as rats, roaches, bed bugs that come into effect if they're a dirty hoarder. If it's a clean hoarder, you're not going to see that many insects and a lot of those rodents around, okay? Now, is it extreme deorganization in the house? Is it just, you know, trash everywhere, or just small amounts? And if you notice some of my videos, you'll notice that you go into a house and it is a hoarding situation, but some of the trash is like in the kitchen only, and the living room's clean, and then only in the 3 bedrooms upstairs, and the living room's still clean. So is it disorganized? Is it extreme disorganization or just a full hoarder house? So that also takes into consideration how much you're going to bid on that, okay? Another thing is excessive clutter. And is the behavior normal from room to room? I mean, dude, this is at the point where they contact us professionals, but are you going to walk into a room and is it every single room the same way? Is it just cluttered where there's not even a path? Okay, so we've been in houses where every single room was obstructed. You couldn't open the door because it was obstructed by trash. I honestly don't know how they even put trash in there. Were they smuggling through the windows and that's how it got full? I have no idea. But there are some clutter, some hoarding houses that you're going to go where the clutter is just extreme. And just the behavior of how the person is, you'll notice how bad the house is going to be. Okay. Now, another thing I look at is extreme unsanitary conditions, man. If the toilet has human feces in it, which is a normal thing, then you're going to know you're in over your head. At that point, that's when I'm like, oh boy. Now, just imagine a professional service, okay? In short, hoarding cleanup services can cost $50 to $75 per square foot. So just imagine when I say $50 to $75. So imagine if the apartment is 500 square feet, you're looking at like $5,000. This apartment that we went and looked at was a little over about 800 or 750 to 850 square feet. So it was going to run around $7,500 to $8,500, okay? Now the difference was it was pretty bad. It was at extreme clutter level, but you could walk. You could actually walk from room to room. Now, I want to tell you, I've been on a property just recently. It was in Venus, Texas. I just finished, no, it was in actually Red Oak, Texas. That's where it was. So I've been on this property and the people needed it done ASAP. They were really, the apartment complex, the management team needed it done really fast. Now, here's what my bid was. First, I want to show you what happened and why we missed out on the project. Okay, guys? So let me pull it up really fast. Here it is, guys. This is on my TikTok channel. So if you haven't visited, it's junkguysdfw.net. And I'm going to play the video. There it is right there. You know, one of the things that, and it's going to repeat itself a couple of times, so I just want you to see. One of the things that when I walked in, I was able to go from room to room. So the clutter wasn't in the hallway, but it was walkable. I was able to go in from each room to the kitchen, to the living room or dining room, whatever that was, and then the back room. But it was just extremely level. Now, she wasn't a dirty hoarder. I will tell you, there was no food in the area, but there was mice and there was rats, and I definitely saw bed bugs. So sometimes when a place is gone for so long, or it's just, you know, by the way, the lady of this apartment complex, she passed away, and she was dead for 2 weeks before they even found her. Okay, before they even found, and then they call us. So already a hazmat crew had gone in there, cleaned up the mess, and took all the blood and all that stuff out, because, you know, the body deteriorates and starts shitting itself and urinating. So that was gone already. When I came in there, it was totally different. Okay, the smell was gone, everything was gone. So now I'm at a point where I'm walking around, and I noticed that the apartment was pretty small. So it was about 750 square feet, or 850. People usually charge $50, $75. So imagine it was $50. And you times it by, you know, what the price, I mean, you're looking at close to like $7,500, $8,500 just to clean this place out. It was really, you know, it was a bad situation. I knew that, but I also knew this is at least a 4 to 5 hour job. So I had to price it at something. Not knowing the apartment complex, how much they were going to spend, okay? How much they were going to pay. Imagine if they had called a professional company to do this. I mean, the professional company is going to be well over $7,500. They're in the $15,000, but they called the Junk Guys. We're used to doing this. I have the equipment for this. You know, we know how to do a job like this. We've done plenty of jobs like this. If you don't believe it, look at my videos. I have hoarder houses left and right that I've done. I mean, all the time. We do these all the time. So this is one I missed out on, okay? I priced this at $5,000. Now, here's the thing. After I priced it, the lady who took me in, and this is one of the reasons why I lost this estimate. The lady who I went in with, her name, I forgot her name, but I walked into this place, and she didn't know what was going on. She had no idea what she was doing. She was showing us, she just opened the door, unlocked it, and told me to walk in and do it myself. And I'm like, okay, so I open. Usually, here's what happened. They give you some information. Now, the information I got that the lady passed away 2 weeks was not from this girl. It was from the lady who originally called me, and she was the manager. But the manager had left and let this young girl show me around. So I opened the door, walked around, and looked, and I came out, and I said, the price is going to be $5,000. And, you know, being young, not knowing, she just wrote it down on a piece of paper. I walked into her office. I'll say, you know what? I'll send a formal estimation, and I use my app, and I send in a formal estimation. So let me tell you what happened. I was the first person to arrive. They got one other bid, okay, from a small business like mine. And then they got a huge bid from another huge company. You know what? It was 1-800-JUNK. It doesn't matter. They were actually at this location when I was driving up. They pulled up. Their bid was astronomical. I don't even know how to. It was just extremely too high. We're talking about over $10,000. Okay, that's what they were bidding. I bid $5,000. The company that actually won this, okay, and this is, I know. And the reason is the lady said, hey, I'm sorry you missed out on the bid. Another company bid this for $2,000. Not only did they bid it, but they even added extra work. They added that they would remove the carpet and the baseboards. I didn't know that. She said if we would have thrown in the baseboards and the carpet, she would have took a price of $5,000, but we didn't say it. Well, guys, don't forget, the young girl who sent me in there was like, she wasn't the ringer. She wasn't the top dog there. She was just a young girl working on her third week at this apartment complex. I asked her, And she had no idea. She never told me that. I would have thrown that in if I was going to win or lose the bid. You see what I'm saying? If I was going to lose it because I didn't remove the carpet, that would have been easy. We just rolled up the carpet and throw it in there, knock out some, take off the baseboards and stuff. That was not going to break the job. You understand what I mean? Make or break the job. So having the knowledge that this girl didn't give us and give us the information prevented me from missing out on this. But imagine the company who actually won this job. And that's what I don't want y'all to do. The mistake of winning a job like that and not having any idea how to do the job. Now, I do know the company that won this job after I found out who they were. And I was like, dude, good luck. Congratulations on winning the job. But in my case, we missed out for $5,000 job. Because of the estimate was way too high. There is no way I could have done it for $3,000, for $2,000, maybe $4,000. I haven't really thought it that far, but I haven't even thought if I would do it for $4,000 or $4,500, but I definitely would not do it for $2,000 or $3,000. This was a low bid at $5,000. Why? I was trying to get work for guys. I was trying to contract this job for other companies. But I was not going to steep that low to $3,000 or $2,000. Now, the company that won this was a local small mom and pop. Okay, I know that for a fact. They told me who won the job, and I was like, okay, I've never heard of this company. I know who they are. I know who they are, but I had never heard if they've done jobs like this, is what I'm trying to say. So with that, I'm going to tell you, don't ever get in over your head on a job like this. Okay. This company that got hired for the job, they have one truck and one trailer, okay? Now, the reason I know that is because this job started on a Thursday. They didn't complete the job, okay? And it hasn't been completed. The recording of this video is Saturday. They've been working at this job since Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And the reason I'm doing this video is because of the phone call that I got today. Okay, I actually got the phone call early this morning if my crew would not mind coming in and finishing this job. They thought they could get me out there today on Saturday morning. I was like, no, this is not how it works out. She said that the guy has barely finished one room and he's only doing with him and his wife. So can you imagine only 2 people are doing this job because he wants a payday? And they started on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. This would have took me and 3 other companies 4 hours to do this job. This guy has been working at this since Thursday morning, Friday morning, and it's Saturday. 3 days they've been going at it. She called me this morning knowing that this guy wasn't going to finish the job on Saturday. It might get all the way pushed till Monday. And she said that she wants to give the guy half up right now, okay, half of the money, and would pay us the remainder of it. So wait a minute, he's doing it for $2,000. I wanted $5,000, so I would get paid $3,000 to finish the job. That's what she was meaning. Well, since you estimated $5,000, we would have to pay him his $2,000, and we would give you $3,000 to finish it. I told her, no, thank you, ma'am. There's no way I could get a crew out on a Saturday after you turn the original estimate down. Guys, I do not sell myself short. Don't sell yourself short. What a controversial estimate here. She hired somebody because they had a really cheap price. It came out they weren't that professional. They weren't ready to knock out a job like this, and they lost out on this. That's what really happened. To do a job like this takes a lot of manpower. It takes a lot of equipment, such as, when I say equipment, I'm going to tell you what I mean. Dumpsters, men, okay? And men, I'm going to consider them equipment. So you need some workers. You don't need your wife in there. You don't. You don't need you and your son doing this. No. You need you and your 4 sons to do this job. But dumpsters outside, equipped machinery, when I say that, workers, 4 or 5 workers, bags, trash cans, shovels, more bags, and a good working crew. You need this stuff to knock out this job. If you're not used to doing this stuff kind of work, pass on it because you're going to be well in over your head. Now, if this is the only job you have for the whole week, then I guess you got until Monday to finish it. But apparently, it wasn't up to par for the apartment complex who actually hired the company to do this job. And that's what happened. So they're now missing out for hiring a mom and pop when they should have hired a professional crew like my crew to do a job like this. So, it was weird because I thought about this, this morning when I warmed up my truck and I went to my first job, I thought about, hey, I wonder how that guy's doing with this job. And boom, like 5 minutes later, I got the phone call. And that phone call was from the lady from the apartment complex asking if I could finish the job. They wanted to get him off and send a real crew in here. Well, that's not how it works out. And I'm sorry, ma'am, but for $3,000, I couldn't complete this job. Okay. With that, guys, I'm going to leave y'all. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't make a mistake like this guy did and took a job he couldn't complete with him and his wife. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you very much.